Hete poo, everybody. I hope you all are doing well today. I really, really do. Let's get some messages. Let's see what the Most High God, Mother, and Father has to say. And also my divine spiritual team. Let's find out. All right, guys. So I had a dream a day ago, 2 days ago. And this dream was about a man who, okay. So there is a man named Eric who had one leg and was frustrated. I had told him to pick himself up to get on his wheelchair. When he did, he put his aesthetic leg on and hopped on his bike. Oh, shit. Okay, let me say it over. So Eric, he got on his bike, put the bike down, and he saw someone he knew, ran to the car, and as he ran, his aesthetic leg fell off because the aesthetic leg wasn't on that tight. So after that, I went into my sister's house. She had candy that was not name brand. They were gummy bears. They were real cheap. I didn't like the candy. And so after that, her and her girlfriend were sitting on the couch and they were talking. They were getting along. And so I went into the kitchen and I made a big meal for all of us. And they were shocked. And so later on in the dream, I went to this event and people were acting really mean to me because of my spirituality. They were telling me that I needed a relationship with God. And I was trying to let them know that I had a relationship with God, but they didn't believe me. They were very dismissive towards me. They didn't like me. And so, yeah, that's what happened. So anyway, I want to find out what this dream is about. Let's get started. All right, let's get started. So we're going to use the Hour of Today deck. All right, so give me an understanding about this dream that I had, ancestors. So the first card we got is the Soul Tie. Tell me about this dream. We got the Soul Tie. We got the Scholar, and we got the Sage. And then on the back, we have the Soul Tribe. So the Soul Tie. Maybe someone's tied to someone we're going to see. All right, so it says attachment, soul tie, history, conflict, lack of intimacy, spying, negativity. So yeah, that's what this is about. And then Scholar is just saying that you've wisened up. You have a lot of wisdom at this time. Answers, self-mastery, okay? So you're dedicated, you're very knowledgeable. You're devoted to yourself. You're gaining some information, some facts. And then with Sage, you're possibly cleansing your space, making sure that you're ridding negativity. But let's look deeply. It says cleansing my aura. So wise woman, man, unique perspective, guru, expert, cleansing advice, herbs, ancient, old soul. So let's get some more clarity. We're going to use this tarot deck, the witchy deck. All right, so clarify this dream, ancestors. Soul tie. All right, so we got Ten of Swords. Something's over. You walked away. Something no longer serves you. Okay, so you gaining victory, gaining success. I'm seeing here with the Scholar. This is saying that you have knowledge of your past issues, things that no longer serve you, are things that you're moving on from. You know, you've learned what you needed to learn. And with the Eight of Cups, this is recognized as someone who's definitely gained wisdom. With the wand, that's definitely recognized as someone with wisdom. So what I'm seeing here is that you're turning away from what no longer serves you. At this point, you don't find connections that are like the soul type of relationships. You don't feel fulfilled in those things. You don't feel fulfilled in those type of connections anymore. and you no longer, since you no longer align with that, you're walking away to take care of your well-being. And I'm seeing here you found a more adaptable type of situation where you are gaining success with knowledge. This is your power right now. So definitely in this process of success, where you're going to be managing your life a lot better, making better choices for yourself, having more of a responsibility. So this is more of the material type of world where you're focusing on your money, maybe. You know, you possibly learning about money, gaining success financially. Yeah. So yeah, something is coming in fast for you. The Chariot, okay? So this Chariot is recognized with the 8 of Swords and the 5 of Wands. Energy clarified with the 2 of Swords and the Ace of Cups. So what I'm seeing here is that there are people, maybe you're conflicted, maybe you will be conflicted on new opportunities that are going to be headed your way, new people headed your way. With the Ace of Cups, definitely seeing new opportunities. This is going to be coming out of nowhere. So you're going to be learning how to balance. This is like you're going to be learning how to make better decisions. You're going to be having multiple responsibilities, choices, whatever this entails is something that you're going to be taking your time on, making clear decisions, resting your thoughts. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. But let's find out more information. So clarify the 5 of Wands, ancestors. All right, so we got the Queen of Pentacles energy here with the 4 of Swords. So this could be someone in your energy currently also who's thinking about you heavily. This is someone who's feeling left out in the cold. Like you got a few people feeling left out in the cold. Some people have learned their lessons, or they're learning. What I'm seeing here is someone's not feeling fulfilled. They're trying to stay determined in their life, but they could be feeling like they're needing to seek some sort of clarity. This is someone who's trying to find true answers for self. I don't feel like this person is giving up on themselves. But I'm also seeing here that this is a person that is not open to every let me see. Someone's not open to every suggestion. Yes, someone's not open to every suggestion. And they have more problems than they're making it seem. Someone is going through a struggle right now. While you're gaining victory, there could be someone who's conflicted. And I'm seeing here as the scholar, you could be an example. Maybe, yeah, definitely seeing an example. However, with the 8 of Swords and the 5 of Wands, there could be conflict from this. But anyway, let's get some more answers. Yeah, so with the 3 of Swords, there could be someone who's hurting right now. Someone's not feeling at their best. Yeah, they could be under judgment. They could be forced to end a cycle where they're having a new beginning. There could be transformation that could be happening in their life. And this is what's going to get them to some sort of success. Clarify the Sage, ancestors. Why we have the Sage. How does this align with the dream? So we got the Knight of Cups, Page of Wands. Everything is fine. So this is someone who, okay. So I'm seeing badass, being full of life, love, and possibilities. You've closed out a cycle, okay? And I feel like this person could be attached to something very demonic, low vibrational. The devil. Temperance here. This is a person who's seeking some sort of healing, trying to, seeking healing. So with the sage here, like you've cleansed your space. Page of Wands here, you look deeply into issues that matter to you. And there could be someone who wants to say, everything is fine, but there was a cycle that's closed out. So with the Temperance card, the High Priestess, and the Page of Swords, you're cleansing your space, and you are very clear on what you want. You've learned certain lessons, and you're very observant when it comes to people that want to just come around. Like, even though someone's saying everything is fine to you, I don't feel like you feel that way. And there could be hurt because of that, because you're able to see beyond the mask now. You have true awareness. You've definitely scholared life, and I'm seeing here that you saved your space. So let's go into this dream and figure out why we got it. So ancestors, tell me about, I'm not going to say the man's name in the dream. I probably said it by accident. So if I said it, then I apologize, but that was the person in my dream. Anyway, with that said, I want to know about this man who didn't have a leg. So ancestors, what was the significance of this person not having a leg in a dream? So we got the Four of Cups. What was this about? This person who was missing their leg in a dream. Hermit. The Five of Swords. And the Six of Cups, the Nine of Swords. So this is someone who's stubborn, maybe, and they have done some inner reflection, and whatever is going on in their life, they're not liking it. They're upset about some choices that they made. They can't get their mind out of something. They're having some hardships about things that happened in the past. Things that they don't want to accept is causing them to have a sense of they're struggling from things in their past. And so what's happening is, like, they're growing awareness of what they no longer paid attention to. So something that they were stubborn about, maybe there was some sort of suggestion that someone was giving for this person. I'm seeing here that this person is mad because they may have not taken the suggestion. And so with the Six of Cups, they're thinking about what happened in the past, and they could be stressed out because of what they did not, the advice they did not take or something like that. Yeah. So this person, they're feeling down because of this. So we got the Nine of Cups, the Five of Cups with the Sun card. So what I'm noticing here is that someone was stuck in their ways. Like, this is someone who could be very stubborn. This is someone who doesn't like no one telling them what to do. So, something is coming to light where this person is having, someone is realizing something. With the Five of Cups, they're realizing, or they're having some sort of grief. They're upset about what's no longer working. Okay? So anyway, let's get some more clarity, ancestors. So tell me more about this dream. Okay, so basically we know that this person was stubborn. So tell me about the leg falling off. The aesthetic leg falling off when he was running to the car. Alright, so with the Ten of Cups, this foundation, like, maybe there's no peace within self. The foundation is not structured, doesn't have like a firm foundation. So with the Judgment card, this person could be needing to be guided into something better, because they weren't paying attention. Something they weren't paying attention to. Yeah, they weren't paying attention. So we got bad as being full of life, love, and possibilities. Clarify this card. So yeah, this is a person who maybe comes off as someone who's full of life, who is a badass being. This is a person who is still courageous about life. They're trying to be, but they have issues from their past that they've not handled. And because they've not handled these issues, they're moving in a the way they're moving in their life is unbalanced, because something, okay, so let me give you an example. Let's just say you are building a brick house, but the land that you're building your brick house on is an area where it's like a lot of rainstorms. So you ever heard of someone who has a really nice home, and they have a really nice home, but when it rains underneath the house, it causes like some sort of deterioration inside the home, like the ground is not built firmly. And so anyway, the house looks beautiful, but inside maybe there is mold because the house wasn't built on a firm foundation. There was a lot of damp. The house was built on a very damp foundation, which caused leakage in the house. Whatever that is, you know, what I'm seeing here is like, it's beautiful, it looks beautiful, but the land that is built on is not doing too well. And so someone could be being guided to fix something. This is a person who could be under judgment. You know, I'm seeing here like this is someone who's definitely being judged about something. So with the Knight of Swords and the Ten of Wands, this is a person who could be thinking about what they did in the past that they're not happy about. So they're feeling defeated and they're feeling like, damn, I messed up. Whatever this is someone who is wanting to give, who is given the cup that someone's given the same cup from the past. So this is the same lesson that they're having to learn from the past. So what God is doing is making this person correct issues from their past. And they don't like that. They're mad. Because it's like every time they move forward, something shifts. It's not going to be right because the foundation, again, was built faulty. This foundation was not built. It wasn't built on something solid, okay? So this is the struggle here. Someone did a lot of work, but what's going on is because they did all this work, what they're finding out is they have to go back and fix something because something is upside down and they thinking about it and they're stressing. So anyway, tell me more about this aesthetic leg, ancestors. What else do we need to know about this aesthetic leg? All right, so the Ace of Wands with the Two of Cups here is what we have, and it's clarified by the Wheel of Fortune and the Temperance. So this is possibly someone. Okay, so the Devil card came out in the reversal. This is someone who's wanting to fix something. So there could be a cycle that has been completed with you guys. And with the Page of Pentacles, someone's thinking about how to rebuild whatever was lost in the past, okay? So yeah, this is someone who wants to fix something. They're thinking about it. You know, it's on their mind. But again, with the Death card here, I'm seeing that this person no longer has an attachment to you. Two Death cards are here. Something is over. I feel like you may have released yourself from this situation and you no longer are connected. So yeah, that's what I'm getting here. So tell me about the people that were in the car that this person was running to talk to in the car. Give me some information on that. You know, his leg fell off on the way to speaking to some people in the car. What was that about, ancestors? So we got the Strength card clarified with the Temperance. So this is a person that found that found whoever they were running to. They were happy to see them. They found these people to be someone who was very strong. Maybe this was a relationship that was strong, or it brought a lot of peace, fulfillment, whatever this was. This person has a desire, or had a desire, to really come towards whoever this is, or these people. But with the Devil card, I'm seeing, why is the Devil card here? The Devil card entails that with the Two of Swords, someone's blocked. So someone could be blocked from your energy. Yeah. And so what they're doing is like trying to figure out how to get to you. They're wanting to come out of some sort of conflict. But the Devil card is here with the Two of Swords. This is a person who is desiring your energy. But again, they're attached to something that is very toxic. All right. So we have the Five of Wands. So it's like hot, cold energy that this person wants to give you. All right. Two of Pentacles. Someone wants to juggle a connection. But the connection, what I'm seeing here, could be, yeah. So we got the Queen of Wands, Emperor. We have the Queen of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Anyway, with that said, like, this could be, with the Seven of Swords, it's like people who move in, they're like, Seven of Swords in the back. I'm just seeing here, like, this is blocked off. So they couldn't get to you, when he fell, because he had the aesthetic leg on, that he wasn't able to get to you because something the cycle is over. The Death card, the World card, something is over. You're no longer attached with the Devil card here. So let's get some more information. So far what I'm seeing here, the soul tie, you've ended some soul tie here. That's a completion. The Scholar, you've learned your lesson from soul ties. You're no longer attached. The Sage is you transitioning, saging your aura, saging your area, whatever you're doing, like you're saging yourself from what no longer serves you. So in the dream, I walked into the home. I seen my sister Ebony, who passed away. Her and her girlfriend Duke, she passed away too. I love him so much. But anyway, they were sitting on the couch and we talking, chilling. I'm eating some gummy bears that were not name brand, and they were disgusting. Let's see what that was about. So tell me about this incident with me seeing my sister and her girlfriend sitting on the couch chilling. All right, so we got the Wheel of Fortune, Page of Pentacles here, the Sun card. So this is something that made you happy. These are people from your past that you chilled with, you connected to, with the Six of Cups. I'm seeing here with the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords is fast communication, also education with the Hierophant. And what I do remember, like back in the day when my sisters were alive, like, well, I call Duke my sister too, but anyway, when they were alive, like I would we would be talking about a lot of like things that we wanted to do, and I would be telling them like, you shouldn't be smoking, and I always gotta get somebody who likes your child. And they be like, girl, they'll listen to me, but they'll still do the same thing. But anyway, it was just like, we had good conversation when I go over there. But anyway, what I'm seeing here with the Hierophant, this is, something being learned. So you not only having communication with friends, but you're also learning. This is you pouring into their cup, them pouring into yours. Good communication, fast communication, laughing. All right, so we got the Devil card here, child. Okay, the Devil card, the Lovers. So I'm seeing here that this connection, maybe, yeah, it's over. So we got the World card, two World cards, two Death cards, the Devil card, Four of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. Maybe this is someone thinking about a connection. This is someone thinking about what used to be. Moon card, Five of Wands. This is someone who is hurt about something that's over. But anyway, with that said, yeah, communication, chilling. So tell me about the gummy bears that were not name brand, that were nasty. Like, what was the meaning of that, ancestors? So we got the Emperor with the Temperance, and we got the Nine of Cups in the reverse. So what I'm seeing here is clarify the Emperor, like clarify the energy of this Emperor with the clarify the Emperor, ancestors, please. All right, so we got badass, meaningful life, love, and possibilities. The Nine of Pentacles, the Five of Swords. So I'm just seeing here that someone could be in the energy where they're trying to hold how they feel together, but again, they could be like losing it in some way with the Nine of Cups. They're putting on a face, but this face that they're putting on is not necessarily how they're feeling. Like someone's fake smiling with the Nine of Cups. Someone's foundation is not how they want it to be. So with the candy, the candy maybe look good, but it didn't taste good, So this is what I'm seeing here. Like someone who maybe gives you a bad taste in your mouth, possibly. Someone who is not fulfilling. So the Nine of Cups represents a wish fulfillment. But in the reverse, it represents something that is not good. Something that needs to be worked on. So this is a person that may need to work on themselves. They're not feeling fulfilled right now. So we're going to put it together. All right, so tell me about me cooking food in the fridge, ancestors. What did that have to do with anything? I mean, cooking food in the fridge. Going in the kitchen and cooking a big meal for the family. What does that have to do with ancestors? So with the High Priestess and the Three of Wands. What is this? Cooking food for the family. The Moon card. What is this? All right. So maybe someone's looking out, remembering. So, with the Moon card, this is like an emotion. This is hidden emotion. Someone who's fully aware of something. Three of Pentacles, working together. The Ten of Pentacles, definitely representing family. Family, healing. Nine of Pentacles. This is a wish fulfillment. This is what you like to do. So, cooking in the fridge, it was something that you enjoyed doing. But with the Five of Pentacles here, maybe someone could be cooking in the kitchen, or maybe I was cooking in the kitchen. Someone's not feeling fulfilled about. Let's see. What is this about? Why is this here? Someone's feeling left out in the cold in their family or something. Someone may not feel at their best. So this Two of Swords with the Ace of Cups is something being blocked. So someone's wanting to give you an opportunity. Someone's wanting to reach out to you possibly, but they're feeling blocked off. So this is someone who's feeling left out in the cold. So I'm getting like, okay, my download is someone's missing what you used to do. They're remembering, like, with the Moon card, this is a vision. Someone's thinking about past times, things that you used to do. Like, it's a shock. It's a shock for someone to, they were in shock. Okay, so we got stealing money. Now I want to use this deck. I don't want to use that deck. Okay, so anyway, it don't go with this. So anyway, with that said, like something that someone's reminiscing on, okay? They're remembering a friendship. They're remembering unity. They're remembering love that you once gave this person. So with that said, like the shock, we're going to look into the shock. Like, why were they so shocked when I went in that kitchen, made that good meal? Like, it was like collard greens, some chicken, child, beans, tomatoes, ham, yams, like all the good things that your family be liking to eat and stuff like that. But anyway, let's see. You put love in, like, I know, like, I was putting all that love in the food, and they were so shocked. So with the Judgment card, the Five of Wands, they were shocked. Why were they shocked? What is this about? Because in the midst of it, like, I'm just getting someone who uses their power. Someone's using, like, control. So we got the Emperor with the Five of Wands. This is someone who's messy. Okay? This is someone who's in some drama. The Judgment card with the Eight of Cups. This is someone you walked away from. So you were being guided to walk away. But why were they so shocked when you cooked it? Because someone wants unity with you. They're aware of what? Why are they so shocked? Because, you know, with the Temperance card, you know, this is a person who's thinking about how things used to be, where, you know, there was love, there was balance, there was harmony. You know, this is someone who's reminiscing on that with the Ten of Cups in the back. So they're down, they're sad, they're depressed. This is the shock. So someone could be awakening now, because whatever used to be isn't anymore. Yeah, the World card. This is a cycle that ends. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. So anyway, when we talked about the aesthetic leg, it's pretty much saying, hold on, let me think about it. Dang. I think it's saying, like, the leg wasn't sturdy. Like, there wasn't a strong foundation, because maybe you were like that leg up in the maybe you were like the source that brought everything together. And so, like, in the beginning of the reading, we talked about the foundation. The Ten of Cups came in the reverse. This is saying that something, like, someone's trying to move on, but it's hard because their life is built on something faulty. There's something not strong, and they're like trying to move on. They're trying to keep going, but because of things that they've done in their past that cause a faulty foundation, it's difficult for this person to do well. It's like, again, now we talked about the house. The house is gonna fall apart if you don't fix whatever happened in your past. So someone, oh, you know what? Maybe I need to use this deck. So give me some clarity cards, ancestors, that resonate with this reading. All right, so we got separation. It's done. So yeah, something is done. Definitely done. Worldwide news. Something could be on the news. Let's see, what else? All right, cheating on you. Do not sleep with him. Okay, I don't know, but let me look into Chat GPT and see what Chat GPT says. Okay, so I'm gonna read it to you. So it says, your friend's aesthetic amputee. Oh yeah, I gotta add this part. All right, so it says, this dream is about unresolved emotions around a disconnection, perhaps grief, guilt, or just the weight of unfinished emotional business. A sense that he or the connection wasn't whole or stable, and even when trying to move forward, running to the car, something essential couldn't hold. It may also symbolize how you see him now, someone unable to fully move forward, or perhaps a part of you that still carries the emotional imprint of the fallout between you. So it says that your subconscious may be processing the disconnection. You may have let go on the surface, but a part of you is still running the emotional story, and this dream could be the mind's way of acknowledging the break. Showing that even the symbolic support, the prosthetic fell away, or you may subconsciously subconsciously be releasing residual energy tied to him, seeing that he is now on a different path, bike, car, friends, and you are no longer involved. So it says, paired with the dream, your sister and her partner. So it says, while the former friend scene carries loss, instability, and distance, the dream with your deceased sisters, her partner is full of intimacy, transformation, surprising spiritual affirmation. These two dreams, in contrast, are powerful. One is about a disconnect from the past. The other is about a continued spiritual connection that uplifts and evolves. What's no longer in your life has fallen away for a reason. You're now shifting from holding space for old wounds to become someone who creates emotional and spiritual nourishment, even for the spirits around you. You are being shown the difference between attachments that fall apart and connections that transcend death. So the question is, what are you finally ready to release from your past? And what new role are you ready to step into your soul's journey? So on the back, we have Soul Tribe. All right. So I do see that there could be a new opportunity for friendships, love, and with the selfie card, this is just saying that, don't forget about yourself when entering in new relationships. It's going to be time for you to remember yourself, okay? Don't deplete yourself, because anything that is built off of a faulty foundation will not be able to stand. If you are no longer connected to past relationships, it's most likely because those foundations are no longer. So with the soul tie in the beginning, we got the 10 of Cups in the reverse. Definitely a connection that no longer is for you. And I'm just seeing here, you've learned that lesson with the Scholar here, and you sage your environment, you sage your mind, you cleanse, you know what you want, you know what you deserve, and you're going to get exactly that, because this is what you deserve. So let's get some last messages, and I'm out of here. So let's see. Ancestors, angels, spirit guides of the highest spotlight, please give me some last messages for the collective. All right, so we got Harvest, okay? And on the back, we got Shine, and we have Shame. And then we have Desire. So, these cards have been pulled out for the past few days. Desire is just asking you, what do you desire in this life? What could you be ashamed of currently? What foundation are you currently holding on to that really no longer exists? What is that? The amputee leg is a prime example of something that you may feel ashamed of holding on to. Maybe it's not a person. Maybe it's certain experiences in your life that you've not healed from, that you need to heal from. In the reading, we spoke about how this person is struggling with past issues that they've gone through. So this is what you might be going through. These are situations that you need to bring up again in your life and face. You cannot hide it, because again, if you don't face those issues, then your whole system, when it comes to you, will be built off of something that is faulty. Who wants to live fake in this life where you can actually be genuine with yourself, be genuine in your connections? No one wants to live a lie anymore. So it's time to wake up. What are you in shame about? What brings you embarrassment in your life? Spirit is telling you to face those things, okay? There's nothing shameful about you. Those things that you feel you are ashamed of are only lessons. These are things that you're currently scholaring, certain things that you're currently learning about yourself that you need to reevaluate. What do you need to cut off? So we have, you are beautiful and loved. Every part of you and your journey is beautiful. Even the ugliest parts of you, even the ugliest moments of you, okay? So you have a heart, soul, and breath that makes you beautiful. You are secretly scared that you are not enough. Shame is lying to you. You are not broken, unlovable, ugly, or unworthy. Shame keeps you small and hiding. Accept yourself now. You are a bright light. Allow yourself to see who you are, who you really are. You are doing the very best that you can. You are lovable, and you are complete. Goddess declaration. I am protected. There's nothing wrong with you. Okay? So you have to know that. You got to believe that for yourself. All right? Because again, whatever is going on in your life now is your harvest. Do you like what you've grown? Do you like the seeds that you bear? You know, these are things that you're going to have to dig up. If you don't like them, dig them up. Speak to those seeds and grow more, okay? Because you're still alive, you're still living, so you have opportunity for change. And it don't matter what nobody think. Who gives a care what a hater got to say? All right, so it says, give thanks. You are being blessed. It is harvest time. Pray attention. I was supposed to say pay attention, but it says pray attention. A season of great harvest is a season of great epiphanies. You are prospering. Harvest is when you reap the blessings that you have sown. The harvest is not just the fulfillment of your dreams, but the creation of them. Your thoughts, your imagination, the blessing of you being here another day on this earth. That is the harvest. That is all harvest, okay? So what seeds of generosity, love, support, and goodwill can you sow in your community to create a bountiful harvest for all? Goddess declaration. We are always prospering, and you are, okay? So with that, you know, with the things that you are harvesting, even your mistakes, that's a harvest for you to fix. Because when you're alive and you are living in the land of the living, you have a new opportunity to live your truth. Okay? What's your truth? Are you embarrassed of your truth? Fix that. Fix that shit. So we got number 31. This is live out loud. And that's the thing. Like, we don't care about what people think about us no more. Because they don't know the whole story. And if they don't know the whole story, oh well. All right. So we got express yourself. You have something to say. Share your voice in magic. Express your you-ness. The way you express yourself won't make everyone happy. That's okay. You are not meant to. Living out loud in self-expression looks different for everyone. For outgoing extroverts, self-expression may mean dancing on tables and screaming your points of view. Introverts may speak out in other ways and save the louder parts of their personalities for loved ones. Goddess declaration. I am free to express myself fully. So that's the thing, like, even when you build things on a faulty foundation, you expressing your truth and owning your truth, owning what you may have messed up with, is going to help you to be able to reap the best harvest for your life. Because it's about owning up to what you've done and accepting what you've done so that you can change what you've done. But if we keep denying what we do, we'll never grow. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. And so we can get one last message from the Bible. Most High God, Mother, and Father, please give the collective a message. What do we all need to know? Thank you. So we have Lamentations 3:17. Oh, I spelled it wrong. 3:17 and 4:4. All right, so it says, I have been deprived of peace. I have forgotten what prosperity is. The verse speaks from a place of deep despair and emotional numbness. The writer, traditionally believed to be Jeremiah, expresses the feeling of having lost of peace, comfort, and hope. So much so that he can't even remember what it feels like to be well or whole. It's the voice of someone in the dark night of the soul, completely disconnected from joy and stability. Because of the thirst, infant's tongue sticks to the roof of its mouth. The children beg for bread, but no one gives it to them. The verse portrays the desperation of the innocent, children suffering from extreme neglect and scarcity. It's heartbreaking. It's a heartbreaking image of a community so broken that even its most vulnerable are unseen, unfed, and unheard. Spiritually, it points to generational suffering, the collapse of nurturing structures, and the silence of support when it's most needed. So what it's speaking of, it says, together, these verses express the experience of spiritual desolation, where you feel cut off from peace and emotional nourishment. And even the parts of you that are most vulnerable, your inner child, your need for support, are crying out and going unheard. This can be symbolic of feeling abandoned or spiritually barren. Ancestral or karmic grief carried in the soul. A life season where what once fed you no longer does, and you're left trying to remember what peace or joy even felt like. So this verse reflects a state of your soul maybe processing a time when peace was distant, where emotional or spiritual nourishment was absent, either in relationships, friendships, or family dynamics. This matches the symbolism of your dream. A friend falling apart, gummy bears that aren't nourishing, and you're rising up to cook and nurture instead. This message, what was broken in the past, where you were spiritually or emotionally abandoned, is not the end of your story. These verses reflect the wound, but your dream of cooking, creating, after being given something empty is the response. You are now stepping into a role of healer and provider, not just for others, but for the parts of yourself that once thirsted and begged. So when it comes to you, you got to figure out what is not nourishing your soul anymore so that you can find who you are. You got to find yourself. All right. And it starts with knowing what that foundation, the parts of you that is turned upside down. We got to figure out why it's turned upside down. Where do those issues stem from? These are the things that we neglect. We keep moving with pain. We never face those issues, which causes us to go deeper into traumatic experiences, meeting people that trigger traumas in our reality. These are things that are needing to be fixed, And so with that said, Spirit is like, you got to own that. You have to own that. Sometimes you got to say, you know what? My ego was too big. I messed up. I may have been a little too greedy. I may have been a little too selfish. I may have gossiped too much. Whatever it is, it's time to hold yourself accountable for the experiences that you have had so that you could be liberated. All right? It's never too late. With that said, that's all that I have. I hope this message finds you well. I hope it's assisted you on your journey. It's no longer time to live in shame. It's time to fix those cracked foundations, to calling our power back and becoming our best self. Power to the mind. Anyway, with that said, have a wonderful rest of your day, night, or whenever you feel called to catch this reading. Peace. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share.